Hello everyone, 大家好. So we are here with our new lesson, which is lesson number 4, actually about all about one of more question particle, which is 为什么? 为什么? So 为什么 mean why? Why you like to eat bread, why you like to watch TV, why you want to go to China. So all these why question particle we are clear today in our this lesson. Okay, so let's come to on the whiteboard. As you can see, like 为什么? 为 mean for. 为 mean actually for, and 什么 mean what. As in last two lessons we are clear with the 什么. So if some of the new audience are new here, so please go and watch our lesson number 1 and lesson number 2 as well, to that let you clear about the 什么. So 为什么 mean for what? For what? As might be some of the people are having interaction with the Chinese, they are in their English, which is actually like they used to call by themselves, it's Chinglish. So anyways, the 为什么 mean like for what. So we used to say like for what, why, actually why. So now we are coming towards here on the, as you can see, it's very clear. Like we have like same like subject, verb and object. So with these three things you can see like 你 mean you, 吃 mean eat, 面包 mean bread. 你吃面包, it's mean very simple word given like you eat bread. But what is the placement of 为什么? Actually 为什么 will always come at the start of the sentence, like same, like that way. 为什么你吃面包? Why you eat bread? 为什么你喝茶? Why you drink tea? 为什么你买车? Why you buy a car? 为什么你学习汉语? Why you study Chinese language? Why you learn Chinese language, right? So you can see like if I want to change like the subject, I can make a replacement of this. I can make it 他 mean he, she, it. So 为什么他吃面包? Why he eat bread? 为什么他喝茶? Why he drink tea? 为什么他买车? Why he buy a car? 为什么他学习汉语? Why he learn Chinese language? So it's very clear. The placement of a 为什么 is always will be at the start. You just make it at the start and just go for it. And even some of the Chinese people, they used to very directly say 为什么吃面包? Why eat bread? So you just change the subjects. Even you can make it 朋友. 为什么朋友吃面包? Why a friend eat bread? So the same way, just you need to change the verb and you can make it all the object at the end, and that's it. Just make 为什么 in the start. So you will make the question with that. Now coming towards downside, as you can see, we're having here the compound verbs. It's mean like two verbs are together. Now how these two verbs are together, like I can explain you, like the same verbs as upside you can see, 吃喝买看 and 去. So now what is the meaning of 要? 要 mean want. 喜欢 mean like. I mean love, right? But be remember, these come in compound words, always they will become at the first, and the second, the rest of the verb you can use it. Like 你要吃鸡蛋, you want eat egg. 你喜欢吃鸡蛋, you like eat egg. 你爱吃鸡蛋, you love to eat egg. So now we are going to change with these words like this way, like together we make them like 要吃, want eat, want drink, want buy, want see, want watch, want去, to go. So we can make, again we will do the same repetition of like 为什么 will become at the start. 为什么你要吃鸡蛋? Why you want to eat egg? 为什么你喜欢喝牛奶? Why you like to drink milk? 为什么你爱买车? Why you love to buy a car? So the same way you can make it like all the verbs you can put up here, and objects you will learn as we having given in lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, some of the new vocabulary words which are all also included in HSK. So you will get it by that way. So you can make it like these all questions and you can use your objects and verbs. Now come to words like, actually we are not giving here answers. Why? Because first of all, you need to know how somebody can make questions to you and how you can make questions from your side, okay? And as with the passage of time, we will get the vocabulary one by one. Definitely we will add some of the new verb objects and verbs as well. as some of the new verb question particles are coming, the same way we are also adding some of the new words and as well objects and verbs. Okay, so I hope you like the video. So if some of them are new here, so I request them, they can go back on the lesson 1, lesson 2 and lesson 3. They can watch once again, and then afterward they can come back on it. It's very easier for them to understand. So we're already clear with shenme, and now we are clearing with the wei shenme. So just keep in touch with us. If you have any question related to this and you don't understand any question particle or anything in our lesson, do let us comment on below, and as well subscribe our channel if you're the new here. It's very good for you to learn in a very easy way the Chinese language, right? And plus I will prefer the students, if somebody is continuously learning with us, I prefer them to do contact us or send their homework to let them clear themselves that either you are right or wrong. So that means that's even like you can make us email, or like you can like our page, or like go our website. There's a contact below, so contact us about any query about if you don't understand anything in Chinese language course. So thanks for watching. 再见